little girl, is an empty page that men will want to write on. Your life, little girl, is an empty page that men will want to write on.
Right now, the Boston Celtics have a 3-1 lead because the Dallas Mavericks just blew them out. The game wasn't even competitive. I think we stopped watching when it halftime, basically.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Third quarter.
122 to 84.
We kept looking.
Say that again for the people in the back.
122 to 84. It's crazy.
Doesn't matter. It's
Yeah,
too little, too late.
Yeah.
Right.
But this is indicative of the Boston Celtics where they lose focus and lose games they should lose.
Yeah.
And you're playing a team where Luka isn't even healthy.
Yeah, but closeout games are hard. It's hard. Closeout games are hard for you. Now, don't get me wrong. No, they are. Now, don't get me wrong. Boston shouldn't have lost the way that they lost. They just got blown out. It's like they didn't even try this game.
Right.
The Dallas Mavericks was going to get a push on.
They thought they were going to quit.
But I don't think Dallas is good enough to come back from 3-0. I don't think they're good enough to do that. They're a decently good team, but I don't think they're good enough to come back from 3-0.
So, Dom, we know that Kyrie Irving was on the team, the only team to come back from 3-1.
Yeah.
Do you think he can have a magic to do this and rewrite history again?
No.
Nobody's done 3-0.
They're not. It's not happening. It's over. Okay. Boston Celtics are pretty much. You can pretty much write it. They're gonna win. I mean, it's just a matter of time. It's probably gonna be Monday. They probably just wanted to be like, we would prefer to have this happen in Boston, so we'll get rid of this game. Let them happen. Yeah. All right, so because it's gonna be more lit in Boston when we win.
True.
Like, I mean,
The Wahlbergs will be there somewhere.
yeah, like I want to win in Boston. Like when the
Matt Davis will be there. Ben Affleck will be there.
They want to win in Boston, man. Monday, that's it.
House of Pain will be jumping around.
Come on now. That's what it was.
I mean, if you think about it, Jaylen Brown had 10 points. Jason Tatum had 15 points.
They
didn't really do anything. They were like the high scorers. Kenny Pritchard had 11. Those are like the high scorers on the team.
Right.
Sam Hauser 14, but nobody was like 20. So it's just they didn't go in and give it all that they had. They didn't go in like, hey, we're going to end this now.
Right.
And that's a touchy thing.
That's what it
You
takes.
got to end it when you can. But
we know MJ would have took him out.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's it. You know the great ones really.
Yeah, Isaiah. Oh, let's get these guys a fight again. Man, was like, nah, we got some parties, we gotta get y'all a fight again. LeBron would have got a fight again too. Man, you need to start hating on Undertaker.
Usually LeBron though coming from a little bit behind. Usually he's the one coming from behind to beat teams. Not other than Miami. Okay, the Heat. That's all. But then he lost the finals. Let's not, because here we go.
He lost to these Mavericks. Different Mavericks. They didn't have
Magic Johnson lost too.
Here's the thing.
Larry Bird too.
There you go.
Okay.
The Celtics have defensively dominated the Mavericks. And this has really kind of put a microscope over Luka's game. He's clearly a great offensive player, but I just think when it comes to number one, the defense, and number two, it's like he is an epitome of like he thinks he's playing like basically football or soccer over here, like complaining and flopping on everything. Like it's too much. Like he really thinks he's over in Europe. Like,
my thing is, how are you, Kenyon Martin made a great point. How is your footwork so good on offense but so bad on defense? And for a dude that can't defend, how do you stay in foul trouble?
Yeah.
Well, that's why
you shouldn't be in foul trouble.
No, that's why he's in foul trouble, because he can't defend.
He can't defend. People
are blowing bombs and he's reaching.
Yeah,
that doesn't make sense. You shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah,
You know they need you on offense.
That's what it is. So they're getting by him. He's, trying to knock the ball out or something. And
he's trying to take a charge.
Yeah, and he's getting foul calls.
This kind of like shows that he has a lot of growing and maturation to go.
Well, he's still a young
He is still young. First of all, he needs to get his fitness up. Okay,
that's where he needs to go hang out with LeBron. He needs to go hang out with LeBron and do the versus.
I don't know if y'all saw like when he beat the Timberwolves and he had the beard.
Yeah, I really took it. He was sad too.
You like, oh, so I can't.
Yeah, he was like,
he didn't even say that to me, and then Luka just felt like, dang, like I can't even.
I mean, Michael Phillips, exactly. What you gonna say?
Hey, can I celebrate? No, you're overweight. Nah, you ain't win nothing.
You get beer when you win the championship. You shouldn't even be drinking no beer, man.
But he needs to get that together. He needs to get his fitness together. He needs to work on his emotional stability because he's always out there complaining. And there's some plays that I've seen that he's really hurt his team because he'll be on the other end of the court complaining to the ref, and his team is playing 4-on-5. Yeah, his team's playing 4-on-5, and the other team gets the bucket. I'm like, man, so he's hurting his team just as much as he's helping his team.
Yeah.
Because you're hurting them on defense, and you're hurting them because of your emotional stability. You just can't control yourself. You're like a different version of Draymond Green. So
he's very similar to Draymond.
They do got that in common.
Yeah. Everything is never a foul. Or he always gets fouled, but he never fouled.
Right.
Like it's like, come on, dog.
Bro, you're doing too much. All right, so let me ask y'all this. I got 2 questions for you, man. So on the positive side, who is the Finals MVP right now?
Sneakers and Sports is brought to you by LOL Burger Bar, the best burgers, wings, shakes in Atlanta. You're welcome.
Jaylen Brown.
Yeah, probably Jaylen.
I would go with that too.
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing? We thought Jason Tatum was going to be his coming out party, and it's like,
I never thought
you
that.
really are. You're the Robin. He's the Batman.
Yeah, but I never thought that about it. Like, don't get me wrong, I thought Tatum real good player, right? But I don't see Tatum as a superstar. And I've never seen him as a superstar. So, and I think Tatum, like what me and Don was talking about earlier, Tatum just doesn't have that dog in him.
He always leave you wanting more. It's
Yeah.
like,
Jaylen
but
Brown.
you can give us more.
Yeah, even though Jaylen Brown was not, doing all that, he still has that dog in him. He's like a silent dog. He gets in there, he does his thing. Now, don't get me wrong, he has his flaws. He gets a lot of turnovers. Right? But, I mean, the dude has that in him. Tatum is just, and Jaylen Brown's not a superstar to me either. But
He played like it in this final.
You know when you say silent dog, you know that remind me of? It made me think of Kawhi.
yeah.
Not the game. Like, I'm not saying he's what Kawhi was at his peak.
Yeah.
But like Kawhi never really said much, but he went out there and killed it.
And killed. But Jason Tatum's not even going out there and killing.
And Jaylen Brown's a super smart guy. He can tell you about building a rocket as well as he can tell you everything.
Jaylen Brown he made his money in this final season.
Oh yeah, he got sick of y'all saying he got overpaid.
Yep.
He had a
No,
point.
he's paid just right. So it kind of shows. It's almost like he let Jason Tatum off the hook. Because if it wasn't for Jaylen Brown, we would be killing Jason Tatum right now. Because this is your second finals, right?
You didn't show up.
Where you did not show up. And
what's crazy is Al Horford might be better.
Porzingis was playing better when he was out there.
Man, Porzingis came back his first game. He was balling. As soon as he got he came off the bench, balling.
So speaking of Al Horford, either one of y'all, you said like Al Horford's jersey is retired. Is it in Boston or is it in Atlanta?
It shouldn't get retired.
I don't think it should get retired.
He's just a role player.
Atlanta?
No, he was a role player there.
Wow.
What are you talking about? Al Horford was never a star.
All right, y'all comment. Let us know should Al Horford jersey be retired.
So we're just gonna keep retiring.
It's Joe Johnson's.
Joe Johnson's number should definitely be. It's not, but it should be.
Yeah. So if Joe Johnson is not watching Al Horford,
they both should.
no, Al Horford.
Honestly, I don't think they're gonna retire him.
They should. I think that's a mistake.
So they might retire Joe Johnson. I mean, if you look at the Hawks, they don't got too many people.
No, you got
Right.
So they're probably
you got Bob Petty, Batumbo, Dominique, and I think Steve Smith.
Yeah. So they can retire. If they retire Joe
There
Johnson. Okay, but not Al Horford.
There is one that they would have retired. They can't retire.
Jason Terry. That's one.
Mookie Blaylock.
Nah.
No, I'm talking about because of drinking and driving and all that.
They should retire him. Period. He was just a role player. Like,
I agree with Mike on that.
yeah, Mookie Blaylock was a good player, but he was a role player. I think if you're gonna get your jersey retired, you should get a star.
Yeah.
Al Horford is a role player. Always been a role player.
So would that mean the trade would get retired? He plays the rest of his career?
Trae Young.
Yeah.
Most likely.
If he plays the rest of his career here, but he probably won't.
I mean,
He probably won't.
yeah,
But he probably should.
Yeah, Trae Young, if he plays the rest of his
That's a good point. Because you start talking about Hawks that meet that Dominique status, or even Steve. Like I think Steve Smith was a star. We could agree on it. He was not a role player.
No.
He was their best player.
He was an all-star.
Yeah,
He was Matumbo was an all-star too, a defensive player of the year.
I get
So I get that.
Yeah.
You start talking about guys that's up that even at that level. In the Hawks, I think Joe Johnson is probably, and then that's it.
Yeah, but my thing was Joe Johnson didn't do it for
Because the White was washed up when he was here.
Like Joe Johnson was his during his heyday. It was maybe like 4 years. I felt like it wasn't like he jumped around from so many teams and he was in Atlanta, but it was only like 4 years. It wasn't like
No, he only played for 4 teams his whole career.
Well, I remember him with the Suns.
Okay,
I remember.
he played for Boston first.
Okay.
Nothing happened there. Then he got traded to the Suns. Then he came to Atlanta as a free agent. And then he got traded to the Nets. Oh, he played for Utah, but that I wouldn't count that.
He also played for the Big Three too.
Big Three MVP. Hey, shout out to ISO Joe. ISO Joe, you here in Atlanta, pull up. Let's talk about it.
If they retire ISO Joe's jersey, I'm not gonna be mad.
I wouldn't be mad.
I wouldn't be mad.
mad.
But Al Horford, people like that, no. Like, come on.
They gonna retire. Hey,
After a while, it's not gonna do anything. You start returning.
and at that point, you retire Josh Smith number, bro.
I honestly think Al Horford, because he spent so much time now in Boston for the past couple of years.
He's actually still playing more time for the Hawks than he played for Boston.
Really?
It feels like that. Yeah.
Right.
It just feels like that because they're in the playoffs.
But still, I don't care if he played 50 years for the Hawks.
Yeah.
He still was just a role player. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's one good thing about this Boston. I'm not a big Boston fan, but you know, I guess Al Horford finally
Finally get to
go out in the sunset. Right. Yeah.
All right, so this is the second question. Would this be the biggest letdown, or I guess botch, or wet in the bed if they somehow let the Mavericks back in this thing? Or they even went 7 or win?
Yeah, because I mean nobody's come back in the finals from being down 3-0. So of course if they come back and win, yeah, it's the biggest botch because it's never happened before.
But you said Curry's in this house with room for Luka. They want to get off that list, man.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure all the Lakers fans are rooting still for the Mavericks.
Oh yeah, because y'all are tired right now of Dallas.
I want the Mavericks to come back and win, but I don't see it happening.
I don't see it
think they're good enough to do it.
I don't see it happening. Because at some point, you know, like when they go back to Boston and go right back to that defense that
You're going to need Kyrie to give you 50 every game.
Yeah, he's going to have to give you 2. He's going to go 40, 40, 40.
It was crazy to me. I thought like their Dallas's bigs were so huge in the last series with the Timberwolves, but it's like their no-shows now. And now Porzingis is hurt, and so it's like why? You know, you should.
Well, part of the reason they're no-shows is because of how they're defending Luka. Luka was getting into the paint and then throwing the lob. Kyrie was getting into the paint. If you look at how they defended Kyrie, he has to work so hard just to score right now.
All over Kyrie.
They really they let Luka because they know one, he's hurt, so he's not at 100%. But they really like, if we put Kyrie fire out, we're gonna beat them.
That's what they're doing.
Their whole strategy has been to stop Kyrie.
Yeah, because that's what they're doing. Look at Luka. Luka
It's
getting
work.
whatever he wants.
Yeah.
They play Luka one-on-one.
The one time Kyrie goes crazy, what happened? They won.
Yeah.
And Luka just dribble, slow shoot. It's just
Go in though.
it goes in a lot. It does. It
I
goes
bet
in.
you wish he was slow dribbling for the Hawks.
Yeah, Luka plays like how they did back in the day where they back you down and then they'll turn around and shoot. He's like Gary Payton, just back you down, turn around and shoot. He's just a better shooter.
Facts.
Yeah.
Well, y'all let us know, comment who y'all got. Does anybody still believe that Mavericks got something left in the tank? Y'all let us know, and let us know who you got as your finals MVP.